Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Melinda and I'm here with Creative Collections. Hello and welcome. I hope everyone had a great Friday. As you're hopping on, be sure to say hello. I got 2 tickets tonight for the first 2 commenters. So if you are the first 2 commenters, I'm going to put your names on the tickets. It's going to go into the pot for a drawing tonight, and then I'll get your happy mail out on Monday. So I hope everyone had a great Friday, a great Thursday. I know it's been a couple of days since I've seen you. So yeah, hello. If you're new, be sure to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm here in Washington State. We're having beautiful weather, bipolar weather. You know, one day it's like 93 degrees, the next day it's 77. Today it was like 76 or something. Hey, Connie. Okay, there is 1 commenter. I'm giving 2 tonight. Connie and Teresa, hello. Here's Connie's. Hi, Michelle. Here's Teresa's. Okay, hello. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone, like I said, has had a great Friday. I spent the day at our state fair with a friend, and we went and looked at what did we look at? We looked at the exhibits, the quilting, we looked at needlepoint, we looked at a bunch of stuff. Hello, honey. Okay, so before I even came live, I did some pre-painting. Hey, Diane. So I did some pre-painting and voila. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wax, and then we'll use our transfer. This is the transfer we're using tonight. It's called Mary Mouse. I don't know if you guys can see it very well because of the glare, but anyways, it's adorable. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different mice sceneries. I made wood cutouts and I turned them into ornaments. So I figure, you know what? If the cats are going to destroy the tree, let's give them their own tree to destroy. Right? That's one thing I did not pull out, though, is the tree to set them up on for out here. You know, I came home from the fair and I took a nap. I'm not gonna lie, this old girl got tired. Walking around, eating some good food, hanging out with a good friend. So yeah, we went and saw the quilts, the exhibits, all the booths, you know. Oh, let me put extensions in your hair. No, thank you. Oh, but you need them. I'm like, no, I don't. Have you tried our hair toppers yet? No, not yet. Some people just don't know how to take no for an answer. You got some house cleaning done and then watched. So Michelle's over on YouTube. Oh, Michelle, I got to put you a ticket in because you know what? You're my first YouTube commenter. So I'm going to put a ticket in for you. Michelle's over on YouTube, for those that can't see, and she says she got some house cleaning done and then watched her 2 nephews play volleyball. Different teams, though. Ooh, fun. I used to love to play volleyball. Back in my younger days. Because, you know, I ain't young anymore. Okay, so we're going to open the transfer. We're going to trim them because we're going to use every single one of these. Now, I did make 2 sets of these on the laser. I am only going to do 1 tonight. So, because when I got to looking at the transfer, I was like, ooh, this is pretty involved. There's no way I can get all of this done in 2 sets of these done in like an hour. So kitties may not get 2 sets. They may only get 1. So all of our transfers that are cut aparts, they have a line that you just take and you cut them apart. I like to leave the backing whole. However, you don't have to. You could actually cut both pieces and then you would have individual. But because the way I store my transfers, I leave the backing whole. Okay. So these are kind of just line drawn. We're going to use Dune to start. After I stir it up, we're going to use Dune. And then we will fill it in, and then we're going to turn around and use Ash. So for those that follow along and write down the paste colors I use and all that good stuff. Okay, stirring that up like so. Now, this is the fun part. We have to figure out which transfer goes with which wood cutout. That's going to be the fun part. So I'm going to fuzz it a couple of times. I waxed them already. And then we are just going to line up the transfer like so. And if you're wondering, I use grayish to paint the wood with. You went to visit your 83-year-old friend that worked with your mom at the bank many years ago. Oh, did you have a nice visit, Teresa? That's awesome. It's always fun to visit with somebody that knew your parents, you know? Okay. So we're just going to put some Dune on these. We're going to color them in, so don't worry. Cute. So wherever I see the Dune is what I'm going to color. Isn't that cute? Ooh. Okay, there's one. And then I'm going to set that aside. Let's do the stocking. Super, super cute. Cute. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, it was Connie. I saw Connie and then I saw your name. I get you and Connie always mixed up too. But that's nice. You know, my screen is so far away, and like sometimes I'm squinting to see the comments. Even with glasses on, I can't see. Because I'm blonde. Okay, this one I think goes with this transfer. But it's still nice to go visit. These little mice are cute. Okay, another one. Oh, it needs a little bit. You've been called many names. Well, my apologies. I turned the air on because it was a little stuffy out here. So if I get too cold, I'll have to go turn it off. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Melissa. The fair was good today. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you what happened. Ooh, it was good. We got there and there was like, I don't know, the official count when we got to the gate, they said 23, but it seemed like 123 buses of kids. And they were just pouring them off the bus, right? And I was like, oh my gosh. And parking was like crazy and stuff. And, but yeah. They brought all these kids down from Seattle. I was like, to go to the fair? What a class field trip, right? So it was good. It wasn't extremely busy. We were in by 10:30 and we had looked around, ate some food, and we were out by 1:30 or 1 or something like that. And we were home by 2:25. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. These are great transfers to like do your watercoloring with, painting. So wherever we see the colors in between, we're going to paint with a paintbrush. Yeah, it was fun. Teresa says she ordered the snowman and clothes transfer and it looked like there was clothes for them. Yes, the picture looked like simple shapes. Are they going to do that? The snowman. You mean the gingerbread? Was it the snowman? Was there a snowman that had clothes or gingerbread? Oh, I left the gingerbread in the house. That came in today. Did you put your order in today, Teresa? The 4-H exhibits, yeah. That's what we went and saw. We went and saw the quilts. Oh my gosh, there was this one quilt. You guys are going to die. Hannah, you'll appreciate this if you're on, okay? I'm like, I wanted to peek, but it was too high. I couldn't reach. So there was a quilt of David. Was it David? Yeah, and it had the fig leaf on. He had the fig leaf. And it was covered. It was Velcroed. And I was like, I was trying to peek. I was like, to see if it was all there. So yeah, it was quite cute. The quilt. I mean, it was creative. Shouldn't say cute. I think that's a gingerbread, not the snowman. Let me look real quick. Oops. Hold on. Let me pull up the bundle, right? Here, what's new? Grab a tissue. Oh, that's new. Oh, you know what they did? Okay, so the gingerbread, it's the same thing. Okay, yeah, when you look at the pictures, Teresa, it does show a gingerbread and it shows a snowman. So the clothes in the transfer, the gingerbread friend, you can turn it into a snowman. And then the picture that shows like the clothes on the line, those are cut out with SVG. We are not going to get those. But you could take some cardstock. Okay, so what you can do is take your cardstock. Let me close this down. So take cardstock and you quilt. Oh my gosh, I got quilt on the mind. You paste over it and create your clothes, and then just trim it around. Trim around, and you can make the thin little pieces. But they won't be slim cuts or anything. Yeah, curiosity does kill the cat on that. It was like, woo. It was funny. I mean, it was creative. There was some cute cute transfers. There was some cute quilts. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think next year I'm going. Well, the quilt I'm working on I stayed up till like 11:30 working on that candy corn quilt, and depends on how it turns out. I may enter it in the fair. I was like, my quilts are just as good when I get them finished. When I get them done. Okay. So we're going to dry these. So what I have is an outline of all the good stuff. So let's go ahead and give these a good quick dry. And it's like, you scallywag. Yep. I was just like, if I could have reached Hannah, I would have pulled that fig leaf off. But you know, at the exhibits, they have them hanging way up high where nobody can touch them. I get why. For people like me that want to pull the fig leaves off. You know what they had entered too, and people were getting ribbons for, which I don't know if it's really an art. I mean, yes, it is an art. It's a craft, but diamond painting. I was surprised how many people had entered diamond painting stuff, and all it is like matching the color with the shape or the key, the code. I'm like, I don't know. Because at least like with quilting, you have to like follow a pattern. Diamond painting's kind of like mindless, I feel. It's a mindless art. You just have to. I'm just pulling out some paint brushes. Okay. Because we're going to paint. Which one should I do first? Oh my goodness. So all of these are going to get painted. Oh, what to do? Okay. So let's get some cherry. And then, so where it is not pasted, I'm going to put the red in. So we're just adding color. Ooh. You know, I could order the real thin board. It's just a thought. Or if you want, because I don't know if you have a cutter, like a Cricut or a Silhouette, but we could definitely do something like that. And then if it's a thin board, maybe we could brainstorm where they could become like paper dolls. And then your grandsons could mix and match the pieces of clothing. On it. I have to think about that. So the ones that I know I'm going to be using cherry on, I'm going to do first. Since I already have cherry out. Teresa, I'm going to send you a private message later too regarding that request that you asked me. These are the mice transfers. These are the Merry Mice. I turned them into, well, I made a cutout and I turned them into the ornaments. So they have like the little holes. And then I am just adding the color that I want to add right now. So if I'm using cherry, I'm just going to do it all at once because it'll make life easier. Oh, let me pour some water. My expired distilled water. Oops. Aren't they cute? I love this transfer. This is really involved. I'm glad I only decided to do one set tonight because this could be really involved. So this is our ivy we're going to use, and I'm going to use it on the holly, because this is a good color that is great for Christmas. Teach my kitties to, they're gonna get homemade ornaments this year. Well, partly because they destroyed all the ornaments last year. So I'm just filling it in. Of these, Melissa, absolutely. Private message me, send me a message, and I will tell you how much. You want 2 sets of these, so it's a set of 8, right? Absolutely. All wood cutouts are available upon request, just a FYI. And do you want them like ornaments, like I have them with the holes so they can be ornaments? Let's see, do I want any other green? Oh, let's make his scarf green. Because remember, we're going to go back over these, so. I'm not too worried about staying in the lines or. So cute. Okay. So I used grayish to paint them because I didn't want to have to paint all of the. Your daughter has 2 cats. Aw. Okay, yes, I can definitely do that for you. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Oh, let's get some nominee in here. This is that nominee I absolutely love. I'm so glad they brought this back as a permanent color. Now if we could just convince them, like ash needs to be a permanent color, vanity needs to be a permanent color, right? Let's see. Let's bring in some more red. And then we'll bring in some white. Yeah, she would love these. When this transfer came out and I saw the Merry Mice, or when the launch happened, I was like, I immediately, when I saw the transfer, I was like, oh my gosh, these have to be ornaments. That's how I saw them. Let's see, let's do his scarf red too. And we'll do his hat with green. They have the Snoopy launch happening next week, the holiday launch for Snoopy, or Peanuts I should say. I guess I shouldn't say Snoopy because it's not just Snoopy, it's the Peanuts. So that's happening. And then if you're wondering, today is the last day for that $5 flat rate shipping for US, $8 for Canada. And if you're a Perks member of mine, you were surprised as I was. So if you're a designer or a Perks member, Chalk gave us a nice little gift. They gave us $15 design credit to use. So that was nice of them, right? And so what we so when you join as a designer or a Perks member, that's just their way of giving you some perks. Hold on, that was not, my paintbrush was not dry. So if you are a designer or Perks member and you haven't checked your account, you've got some money sitting there to go use. Okay, let's see. Let's do his hat green. And of course, in the chat of my Perks members and designers, I have a special for y'all. So I'm going to be doing the drawing on that on Sunday. Only because like I want to give everybody a chance, because they have until midnight tonight to place their order. Okay. Oh, so cute. Okay, let's paint that snowman and the presents and the sled. Kind of like this. I feel like, you know, it's like hand painting, but with guidance. I'm being guided. What color should that present be? I was thinking I need some bark out. Let me grab bark. These mice are so cute. So cute. It's like, is my computer charging? I came out and my computer was plugged in. Yes, it is now. So I think the, what is it, the cord that charges your computer? I think it died. Because my computer was only at 34%. I'm like, oh, am I even going to get a live finished? We need to get orange peel out for the nose. And black velvet, but not the drink. Ooh, that's a bright orange. Remember, I'm a turner. I'm a turner. Okay, let's do the present with red, and then I'm going to do the bow with hey Faye. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I forgot to set the timer. My bad. So much to remember. So we're going to do the present red, and then we'll do the bow with nominee. Oh, but you know what? I waxed it. Oh. Hold on. I'm not sure that that's going to work. Hang on. We're going to make it work, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so put as much... When you've waxed something and you want to paint it, and it does that, just put as much that you can and then dry it. And then go back over it again. And voila. Okay. So then we'll do it again here. So now you know a trick. So when we put the transfers back on, I'm going to use the specific colors that I used to paint with, but like on the bow, I'm going to use nominee. And on the mice, I'm going to leave them grayish, but we're going to do an outline with, I think, ash. I think I'm going to use ash. I'm just looking. Okay, the coffee cup needs to be done. Let's make it pink. Oh, and then we have an envelope that's needs to be done. This is peony. So we will just color the envelope. and a coffee mug. Who doesn't like a pink coffee mug? I know I like one. Okay. Let's do this one, because this one I think will be easy, but relaxing to watch. Very detailed, but you know what? Yes, it is relaxing, and you know, even though it's detailed and be like, oh, I can't do it. Yes, you can. It's so easy. Okay. So remember, we're going to take and we're going to put the transfer back on. So covering up what I have painted using probably my detail pins here. And we're going to go back over this transfer. Yeah, just like anything, tools are really important. The right tool for the right job. I'm going to check and see how. I think I want to use ash because it's just a little darker than his hands are holding up the present. So then we're going to come down go over the scarf again, just to get that detail back in there. And then you guys ready to see this one? Oh man, I didn't dry it. Oh, y'all don't want to see this one. Let me dry it really good. Okay, I keep everything real. Dry it. That's what happened. Dry it. It was not dry. So I have to fix that one. Dry it. And if you need to put some wax on, wax it. I messed that one up. Oh well. Oh well. Here's another one. Oh my gosh. Shame on me. Okay. I know better. But you know what? Because sometimes we forget, right? We forget. We're just like, we're crafters. We forget. Okay. I should have waxed. I knew better. I didn't let it dry fully. And that's my fault. All my fault. It was going to be cute. It was going to be cute. You know what? That's what happens though. It's like nothing's perfect. It happens. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look first. Okay. Woo! Okay, I'm redeemed. How stinking cute is that? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So cute. Okay, that one is cute. Let's do some more. Been a long week, no worries, right? Okay. Well, we just have to be patient and we have to wax because, you know, you're literally putting a sticky transfer on stuff that you've already pasted on. So it is what it is. I'll fix it. Will I fix it tonight? Probably not. Brown. So I'm just going over because it's a fine line, so you want to go back over and put those details back in to the transfer. Do we remember what color? I think the hat was green. Yep. Okay. I have to remember what color I did the clothing. So the hat was green and the scarf was red. So you're just going to go back over. And yeah, there's a lot of detail, but the transfer does the work for us. Let's go ahead and we're going to make that. And I'm just coming in with his facial details. And then we're going to pull it off. Boom. So cute. Very, very cute. Okay, there's another one. Let's do the snowman. Let's see if I can mess up the snowman. I'm really bummed about the present because that one's like, that was the one I was looking forward to seeing done. I'm like, oh man, can't believe I did that. Okay, so again, I'm just going to pick up and go back over what I did, where I filled in. Ooh! I'm glad I caught that one. See if I can get it off. Yeah. Do y'all see what I just did? Okay. Nope, wrong color. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Tomorrow night the kids have their night races. So Rory, he doesn't know about the Sour Patch. Oh, cute. That turned out cute too. Cute. He doesn't know about the Sour Patches for his cars yet. He'll find out tomorrow night when they turn them on, light them up. But it was so cute. He was at work. I host lunch bunch in my office for kids. Another oopsie. It's like Christmas. Yeah, Melissa. And so he was in my office on Wednesday. I think he has lunch bunch on Wednesdays. And with a few of his friends, and he was telling them about his race coming up this weekend, and yeah, I'm looking for, and they were like, well, what does it look like? And he was trying to explain that, you know, his cars are lit up LED, and that he's got lights on his helmet and all that good stuff, right? Well, he has absolutely no clue that his parents had the Sour Patches cut out on acrylic so they'll light up. So they're going to surprise him tomorrow night. Because he was very upset that Piper's car has a unicorn lit up. Let's just go over, put some detail in. Okay. There we go. Boom. There's another cute one. Choo-choo. Cute, cute. So yeah, he we'll get to see his cars tomorrow. Yeah, that one was almost an oopsie. We're going to do one more and then I'm going to call it a night because it's already been an hour. These are very detailed, but fun. They're very fun, detailed, oriented. And the kitty cats should enjoy them. They better enjoy them. I know, Melissa. I know. I don't know what's going to happen. I was wondering the same thing. It's like, well, because it's a night race, I was telling my girlfriend that usually, you know, they will have a rain delay and the guys get out there and they drive the track, and, you know, and then the heavy drivers get out there with their big cars and drive the track and all that fun stuff. But with it being night, I don't know that they would do that. And I don't know if they're going to just postpone if the rains. Come in. So hopefully it will last until, good weather will last until about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. After that, who needs a handler's race? Well, it was funny last night. Steve took the kids out to the track to, okay, that's one of my favorites. Look at that. This would be cute too. I mean, you wouldn't even have to do it with grays. You could do it with any color. But he took the kids out to the track to practice and get the car set up, and he put Piper out with Rory and told her to follow Rory's line and stuff, and she was going and everything, and she ended up passing Rory a couple of times. So she's getting her confidence. So next year, she might be one to reckon with, right? So I'm going to finish up those last two later. Maybe that'll be a part 2. But these are the ones that we did get done. Very cute. Very cute. And Melissa, be sure to text me, and I will send you, or I'll give you information. Now this one I'm going to redo, so no big deal. It's wood. See, it's wood, and it can be scraped off. It could be redone. Not a big deal. So if that ever happens to you, just sand it down. For example, oh, here it is. So you could just sand it down till it's smooth. That's the great thing about doing these on wood, is that it doesn't have to be permanent. So what I would do is repaint it with the grays, because that's done, and then it's ready for chalking again. So as you see, you can't mess up. If you do, it's fixable. Four years ago, I would have like hit it and be like, no way am I going to show that. But you know what? I do keep everything real here because I'm a crafter just like you. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. And I want you all to know that if you do make a mistake, it is fixable. Okay. Let's draw some Happy Mail, shall we? No big wiggy. Yep, you're right. No big deal. Oh, and then we're just going to put twine and hang them with twine. So this might be a part 2. Okay, whoops. Did the timer ever go off? I set it, but I never heard it. I wonder if the battery's dead. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Michelle, you are the lucky winner tonight for some Happy Mail. I will get that sent off to you on Monday or Tuesday at the latest because it's going to Canada. So I have to get some stamps. So I will get that shipped off to you next week. Congratulations. Let me put today's date. Today is the 19th. Wow. 9/19. Very cool. Okay, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Some nice, cute wood cutouts. The Merry Mouse. I love this transfer. I love everything about it. These will make really cute ornaments. And, yeah. So, with that being said, don't forget, one last thing. $5 shipping, flat rate shipping, with a $50 purchase for US, and it's $8 flat rate shipping for Canadians. So it's a great way to save on shipping, especially this time of year because everything's so expensive. So you might as well save on some shipping, right? Okay. It never went off. I don't know. Oh well. I'll be back Monday. We'll play with the timer on Monday. So I apologize. And I might have one of you guys be my timekeeper and be like, okay, time's up. Boom. So, okay. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Good night, everyone.